I've got 5 Kew Gardens 50p coins here, but only one of them is genuine. Now if you're a coin collector, you've probably spotted it straight away. It's this one. So let's have a look at a genuine Kew Gardens and see what you need to look for in case you think you've got a fake one. It's very unlikely that you'll find a fake 50p in your change, but you may have bought one online and when it turned up you probably thought, something doesn't look right there. This is a circulating Kew Gardens 50p. There are proof coins, there are brilliantly uncirculated coins in packages, there are restrikes, but this one is the circulating 50p. On the coin is the pagoda at Kew Gardens in London, and if you have a look right at the top, you'll see it doesn't go to a point. It sort of merges with the rim of the coin, and that's what you need to look for in a genuine one. If you look at the word Kew at the bottom of the pagoda, you'll see there are no lines each side of the word Kew. There are on some of the proof coins and brilliantly uncirculated coins, but not on the general circulating coin. Now if we look on the obverse, you can see the bottom of the queen's neck on the right is very pointy, and it's pointing at the P in the word pence. Some of the fakes do not point at the P, they point at the E. And the designer's initials, IRB, underneath the queen's neck are very small. They're about half the height of the letters in the word 50. So watch out for that. They need to be very small. And IRB stands for Ian Rank Broadley, the sculptor and designer of the Queen's portrait on this coin. And there he is with his wife talking to King Charles earlier this year. And some of the fakes will be magnetic, so you can check that with a magnet, and you can see this one definitely is not magnetic. In this condition, circulated condition, they're selling for around 130 to 150 pounds as I'm making this video. Less than a few years ago actually, so maybe now's a good time to invest in one. And this one I found in my change about 4 years ago. If those 5 things I've just shown you are true, then you've pretty much definitely got a genuine Kew Gardens 50p. Let's have a look at some of these fakes. Now I say fakes, but some of them are definitely not out there to fool anybody. This one, very shiny. It's got the lines at the bottom, each side of the word Q. It's very pointy at the top. Could it be a proof? Never know. But if we turn it over, we can see it says copy. So it's not meant to be conning anyone, it's just a space filler. I think this cost me about £3, this one. That's all. Very shiny, but not in the slightest bit real. This one again is very shiny. It's got the lines each side of the Q, but the top looks quite good. That's how a genuine one would look, with the top of the pagoda merging with the rim of the coin. But again, although it looks very nice, very proof-like, it's got the word copy on there again. So just a space filler. And that one, I think that one cost me £4, including postage. So there we go. Now let's have a look at this one. How horrible does that look? It's got the lines at the bottom, each side of the word Q. And look at the top of this. What is that about? That is awful. So let's turn it over. And look at the IRB there. It's massive. Lettering of the same size as the word 50. This is a definite fake. Okay, one more to look at, and that's this one. Again, very shiny. This one's meant to look like a proof coin, but if we look at the top, you can see the top of the pagoda is very pointy, and there's a gap there. It's not even touching the edge of the coin. Okay, let's turn it over. This doesn't look too bad actually. The IRB is the right size. The bottom of the neck is pointing at the P, but the Queen's face just doesn't look right, does it? It just doesn't look right. You can tell it's not genuine. And the thickness of this coin is far too thick. The genuine 50p on the left, and the other's about the same thickness, but look at the one on the right, one we just looked at. Much too thick. It's not twice as thick, but 1.5 times as thick. Which reminds me, the weight. A genuine Kew Gardens 50p should weigh 8 grams. There we go, 8 grams. So let's try the others. That one's right, 8 grams. Just a little bit heavier there, 9 grams that one. This one. Again, 9 grams. Now let's try this thick one. 12, 13 grams. No, 12 grams. Between 12 and 13. Let's check them, see if they're magnetic. This is the genuine one over here, so we know that's not magnetic. No. 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 Definitely. Look at that. And it's the thick one. So I wonder whether that is thick because it's got an iron core to it. So they could make it really cheap. Could be, I suppose. That could be the reason. I have read that the fakes can have the wrong amount of leaves. See the leaves around the pagoda? Some of the fakes have either too many leaves or not enough leaves, or the leaves are in the wrong place. But even some of them look really splodgy and horrible. They all look like they've got the right amount of leaves and they're in the right places. If there's anything else you know that I should be looking for in a fake Kew Gardens, please put it in the comments. I did say about the pointy bit of the Queen's neck points to the P, which it does here in this genuine one. None of those, I've just shown you, do point to the E, but I'll show you an image of one that does. And you can see on this image of a fake one, the pointy bit of the Queen's neck points to the E and not the P. So that's another thing to look out for. It's slightly rotated. What else can I tell you about the Kew Gardens 50p? 210,000 were minted for circulation. That's a very low circulating figure. And it was designed by Christopher Lebrun. There he is, artist and engraver Christopher Lebrun. Let's have another quick look through them. There's a genuine one. Genuine Kew Gardens 50p there. There's the one with the pointy top to the pagoda, but of course that did say copy. Again, the top of the pagoda there, a little bit more realistic, but again, it does say copy on it. Now there's this really badly made one here. Terrible looking coin, and of course look at the size of that IRB. Massive IRB there. Much too big. And then we got this extra wide one which was magnetic, and I've just noticed how awful the rim is as well on this one. It's really bad. There we go, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.